Yeah. Well, hello there, everybody. As most of you know, I am Ashley's favorite little sister, Katie.
And as most of you know, I'm Ashley's favorite, Wendy, her best friend. Hello.
And we are
Maids of Honor!
First of all, both Wendy and I'd like to say thank you to everyone for traveling the distance to be here to celebrate Ashley and James. I know it means a lot to them to have their loved ones here. Obviously, Ashley has known me my entire life. She may not admit it, but she was so excited to have a little sister. Ashley and I have always been close, no matter what she says. We fought all the time growing up, but I was her little sister, and it was my job to pester the crap out of her. And here we are in our 20s, and I still pester the crap out of her, but in a more mature way. It has been extremely hard for me with Ashley living in Columbia and Kansas City for the last several years, as I rarely get to see her. But that hasn't stopped us from being closer than ever. We talk almost every day about everything and anything. I'm extremely ecstatic that I will no longer be 4 hours away from my best friend.
Ashley and my story began in high school. While her mom and her passed by me every morning at the bus stop, we actually probably didn't become friends and start hanging out until we met in 2006. When we were sophomores. I actually think it was Caitlin here who introduced us, and so it's not lost on me that here we are 13 years later, standing by her side, watching her marry James. Through the trifecta, of course. Ashley and I grew up together. We did life together. Through many good times and even some not so good times, I had Ashley through it all. Like when I totaled my car leaving her house one night. I still have the Snoopy greeting card she wrote me, assuring my 17-year-old self that everything would be okay. I still do. We had our moments though, and no better time like a wedding for a confession, right? So Ashley, remember that time that you borrowed my very expensive flat iron and I told you my mom grounded me until I got it back? Well, yeah, I never got grounded. I just wanted my flat iron.
So, don't you all think Ashley is the most beautiful bride tonight?
Yes.
And you know I'm not just saying that because we look alike or anything. But in all honesty, I cannot count on my hands how many times Ashley and I have been mistaken for each other. About a month ago, we were at a funeral, and one of my brother's friends looked at me and said, "Hi, Ashley." And I looked at her and waved back and said, "Hi." It's at that point where we don't even care that we're being called the wrong name. We even get mistaken from the back. At my birthday party last year, my friend was getting ready to leave and went up to Ashley to say bye. And she turned around and was like, "Oops, that's not Katie." But our looks aren't the only thing we have in common. We had really similar interests growing up, which helped us become close throughout our childhood. Like our love of High School Musical, for example. Ashley and I belt out every single word for word, and dance along with the movies. We were such fans that we even saw High School Musical 3 in theaters. Yeah, we cried, and we're dorks, you know. To this day, when Breaking Free or Bet On It comes on, you know we better believe we are singing our hearts out.
Football games, camping, sledding down heights, basement hangouts, ninja raccoons. That one time we bought chickens and I kept them in my closet for 2 months. Yeah, we bought chickens at the Dicky Bub one year. Broken swings. We're going to Chicago! Party buses, and a certain Katy Perry song that always brought out the best in us. Ashley! I love you, and I wouldn't be who I am today without your love and support.
And now I guess we better talk about James.
Yeah.
I liked James right away, surprisingly. Just kidding. A lot of it had to do with the fact that he was comfortable with our family and poking fun, mostly at me. He also likes to annoy the crap out of me by making messes in my car. There was one time when Ashley and James went to a wedding, and I unfortunately was tasked with picking their drunk asses up. James walks out of the wedding with a big muffin, and I told him he better not make a mess in my car while eating it. Not to my surprise, he not only left the wrap in my car, but a huge pile of muffin crumbs. Moral of the story, James is no longer allowed to eat my car.
James. What do I say about the man who I've seen way too much of his upper thighs thanks to Silkies? And you have about 1,000 pictures of him with a stuffed minion on the boardwalk in New Jersey. I have loved getting to know you, seriously, and more. And to be honest, if you can put up with Ashley and I through this, then you're a godsend.
All joking aside, I think James is the perfect addition to our family. He's not just my brother-in-law now, he's my brother. I can't think of anyone better for my sister. He's also a great dog dad.
This is part of your pride.
To Elsa and Reagan. We wouldn't be here celebrating Ashley and James if it weren't for Reagan. So I thank Clifford the big black dog for bringing these two amazing people together. Look at you!
And any doubt I ever had about James, and yes, there was some doubt at a point, that's what best friends are for, all melted away. When 2 years ago, I went to visit Ashley and James in Kansas. Ashley and I were talking about relationships, and she told me that even after having dated for 5 years, every time James walks into the room, she still gets butterflies. I'm not sure what more you could ask for your best friend. So everyone, if you could please raise your glasses. So cheers
To dogs
to butterflies
and
and to happily ever afters.
Cheers.